So about a month and a half into the season, we're going to take a look at our stats. We haven't been doing too hot, as everyone is well aware. I'm looking here. We are 30 games in the season, or we've played 30 games. We have 120 at bats, only 26 hits for a 217 average with a 536 OPS. So not very good. We're not hitting a lot of power. We hit singles when we get hits, so our slugging is very, very low. So we're gonna go ahead and get into some gameplay, hopefully to increase that percentage. Today we'll be taking on the Springfield Cardinals. You can see our team's not doing too hot. A couple guys around 280, but all three guys around 280-ish. Everybody else is lower 200s, even below 200. So just not really doing it for us. So we are wearing the alternate uniform today. Oh, a little bit of a snafu. Working on another series, but we aren't playing hard mode in that one. So we're using zone. And going from timing to zone is very interesting. You're not typically used to moving that left analog stick as long as you try to steal third base. And he'll get there as he steals third. So we have a runner on third now. One away. 0-2 though. We took that pitch and they called it a strike for whatever reason. So we're looking to get a hit as hints as a sinker, slider, curveball, change up. So hopefully we can get something here. So we take that one. 1-2. I'm looking to deliver. It's a rainy day here, and we swing at that. Okay. That's bad. Terrible position. But we have two on again. One out still, or one out again. As we have a chance. Ooh, to do something. Good timing there. Just swung over top of it. Fouled it off behind us. Both guys on base have good speed, so if we get something into the gap, we can drive that runner in at first as we ground out, and that should be a double play. So no RBIs, no nothing, just a double play to end the inning. Taking the field here in the top of the fifth. Ooh, as we made a good stop, and he just threw it to us. Pitcher doesn't get over there to try to cover the base at all. So probably shouldn't have tried that for that ball, but we were trying to make a good play. The slider drops in on the inside. And we swing at a slider away. So 0-2. It's not competitive. Going to be relegated to contact swings. We take ball one. And the Cardinals have actually jumped in front here after the 6th inning. Up 3-1. As ball two is below the zone on that sinker. Good eye by O'Neill. Oh, the curveball. Wanted it bad, but it dropped below the zone. So now the count runs full after first two pitches were both strikes. And we'll get a walk here. So good way to come back. Get a decimal boost and a vision boost there. As Lofton's up. And he gets on top of one. Won't be a double play. But it will be... Oh, no, it won't. A bad toss past the first baseman will result in an error for the pitcher, an E1. Now we have two runners on. One in scoring position. 0-2 here for Alexander. Probably looks like he's going to strike out. Oh, no, he gets under one. That'll be a lousy fly out to left field. Two away. We're looking to come back here late into the game, bottom of the 6th. Trying to stay competitive. We get on top of one. And that'll be to the shortstop, and he just tosses it over to first base. That'll be the end of the inning. So we have the 2-3-4 coming up next for them. And we're on the field here with two runners in scoring position, second and third, two outs though, 0-2 count. Hopefully we can get something on the ground here and make the easy play at first. That's what exactly happens. Ooh, not a great throw there from the shortstop. But we're able to pick it and get out of the inning unscathed. So good work by the boys to get out of that. As we come up to the place for probably our last at-bat as we get one back in the bottom of the 7th. Shreve throws a four-seam slider, changeup, sinker. We've played against him a few times. Those are early on that. And it goes into the foul territory down the left-hand side. As we get on one, and it goes right up the middle. Not a great swing, but we get on base here. Whatever you need to do to get on base, it doesn't matter. Try to increase that average just a little bit. As Lofton's up here, 1 for 3, 3-1 count, 1 away. And he's walked. So we'll have runner in scoring position, runner on first. It's only 1 out. As Alexander's back up here with the full count, and Shreve's kind of lost the command in the zone. Hopefully we can get another walk here, load the bases, and that's what happens as we have bases loaded, 1 out. So a sac fly will do it for Town. If he can get one into the outfield, it'll score 1, and that's what he does. And that is deep down the right-hand side. That'll be a good play by the right fielder, but it should advance both, and it will advance both as we tie the game up. So good swing by Town, 91 off the bat, able to get that run in for us as we're back here in the bottom of the 10th facing Roach, the four-seamer, a slider, curveball, changeup, and two-seam. Tops out at 94, bottoms out at 75. So pretty good range on it. We have a runner in scoring position, no outs. So we're the first batter of the inning, and that fastball up right above the zone. We swing under it. Good timing, though. So we're timing things up good, just not able to put the bat on the ball, which has been our issue all year, as we do get one over the right fielder, or over the first baseman's head, and a runner will come in. Oh, and he makes the play as we get a clutch walk-off RBI. And that is the way to do it, baby. As we win the game here against Springfield, and the team is going wild. Heck yeah. So hopefully that is going to turn it around for us. The clutch RBI into the outfield. Just a little bit of a bloop hit, but you know, whatever gets you on base, whatever scores a run, doesn't matter. As we are able to put that opposite field and drop it there. The right fielder made a decent throw, but he was just a little bit late and a little bit off. So we're able to score that one. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's freaking turn it around here and get back to where we were at the beginning of the season, where we were batting around 350 or so. But ever since about that first week and a half, we have really just fallen off. Yeah, but we've really just fallen off in the last few weeks, or like the last weeks of April and the first couple weeks of May. He's not able to put anything. I mean, we've got decent hits, good swings, but we've been popping everything up, getting under everything, and when we don't get under everything, we're striking out and stuff. As they're facing McGreevy, who's a four-seam slider, changeup, curveball, hovers around that 96, 95 range with that fastball. Ooh, as he gets a good call there on the outside of the plate. Good take, though. Umpire just gave him one. We're down 0-2. Curveball down and away for ball 1. Slider runs away as well. Even count here at 2s. Runs the count full with that fastball. And that'll be a walk. So after going down 0-2, we were able to work it back with 4 straight balls, and we get on base for Lester, who is down 0-2 now. 2 outs. He does get on top of one here, and that'll be into the outfield, but we'll only be able to advance to second base. We're not fast enough, and it was a hard liner, or hard grounder into left field. So with runners on first and second, Alexander's up here with full count. As he's walked, so we walked the bases loaded. This is a similar situation to what happened last night late in the game. We were able to get one with the sac fly, but no sac flies work here as Lofton's up with a 3-1 count. If he can work a walk here, and he does a walk and a run, so that is the first run on the board on a walk, and that is an interesting way to start the game. As the Cardinals have 2 on now with 1 out. As the batter grounds 1 to first base, we make the first play, run over to first, and we get the second. Good way to stay out of some runs there. A lucky ground ball straight to me, and we were able to play it. Back up here. Ooh, and there it is. We had a good swing and good timing, but just too far under it. As we have a lousy high fly out to center. And that's what's been killing us all year. We get good timing. We're just not able to really drive it, keep that launch angle low enough. As we run over and put a tag on the, is it Curiale? As he lays down a bunt, but doesn't get on first. As we are tied here now. Oh, the slider comes back and touches the corner of the zone. Good pitch. Good pitch. We need one here. Swing under that one. Good timing again. Just under it. We're under a lot of these. We're 0-2 now. Slider runs away for ball 1. Game tied, bottom of the 5th. It's only a 1-1 game. So pitching's been pretty good. Pitching duel out there on the mound. As we foul off the four-seamer down and away to stay alive. Four-seamer up and away we foul off as well to stay alive. He's throwing some pretty good pitches, mixing it around the zone. Throwing it up, down, left, right. Exactly what you want to do as a pitcher as he throws that ball down and away. That was a really good pitch. I really wanted to swing at it, but fortunately we are able to lay off. As we get one right up the middle on the contact swing. That'll be a single here for O'Neal. 1 for 2 today with the walk. Not terrible. As he gets on with only 1 out. As Lesser's back up, who's 1 for 1. Must have gotten walked. Did he get walked that first out of that? I'm not sure. Forget. As he grounds 1 to shortstop, and that should be an easy double play. As they get 1 and they get 2, and that'll end the 5th inning. We are still tied. Not anymore as the Cardinals take the lead 2-1 in the top of the 6th. As we're facing Roycroft. Roycroft. There's a four-seamer slider, two-seam, not a bunch of picks missed, so maybe we're able to get something here as the bases are loaded with 1 away, so sac fly will do it. We take the first pitch down and in. Not a terrible pitch. Not a great pitch to swing at. We have 3 double plays tonight alone, and that is not what you want to see as a manager or a player or anybody in the team. 1-1. And we're early on that slider. The 2 straight fastballs fooled us there when he pulled out the slider. 1-2. Good take on the ball. Our two-seamer inside. Count runs even. We foul off the fastball up away here to stay alive. Really need to deliver here. Need some RBIs. Even a sac fly will do good as that slider runs away from us and we gets away from the barrelhead as we strike out swinging. Back again with the bases loaded. No outs this time. We're facing Lund. There's a four-seamer slider, changeup, two-seam. Oh man, hopefully we can deliver this time. We weren't able to last time, and we get a ground ball double play, and he'll get the first one at home. And then the second one at first base. So we don't score a run, we ground him out into double play. So that's just like the worst possible situation imaginable. So we go, what, 1 for 4 today? 1 for 4 with a walk, a single, and a run. It's not a great performance. It's not a great performance. After the first game, we were hoping to deliver something, but just not able to. One of the most disappointing things so far is the fact that O'Neal's a power hitter that has had 1 home run. He's only hit 1 home run. As we have a dynamic challenge with a runner in scoring position. We're trying to hit a double or better so we can get those program stars again. As we're facing Thomas on the mound. Four-seamer, slider, changeup, two-seam. Runs around 89 and 93 on that fastball. Can probably top out around 94, 95. And he runs down to 90 or 77 on that changeup. And that was a good pitch to swing at. Oh, in on the hands. He wasn't able to really turn it. Or he was able to turn it, but just too much and it goes foul. So if we can stay on... if we can stay on it, keep it a little bit more, or a little bit better timing, we'll be able to drive ones. That changeup runs 0-2 for us. Ooh, the fastball up above the zone. Almost had us swinging. It's 1-2 now. As we contact swing for a ground ball to third base. That'll be out number 2. Good swing. Just didn't get it where we wanted to, right to third base. We will ground out. On the ground. Can't come up with it. Back up the the pitcher makes a botch play there, but he's able to get the ball over to first. in time as we make the pick out of the ground, and that'll hold off another run as the Cardinals are up 3-0 here.
Nobody out and a runner at first.
As they scored 2 in the first and 1 in the third, as we have a runner on first, no outs. Still up against the same pitcher. That slider just dove on us on the last second. We got, again, good timing just over top of it. We really need to work on our contact, it seems.
They try to get a chase
Take
on a
ball
slider down
1.
right.
Maybe contact is where we need to put most of our time. We've been bouncing around different things, vision, stuff like that.
And it's
So maybe contact, we just need to really dive in and just put, you know, all the work in, all the extra time and stuff like that to really be able to deliver. Again, slider just drops out of the air, down in the zone as we run it 2-2. Again, good timing. Gonna contact swing here, just so we can stay alive. We really need the hits. Oh, it's a changeup, runs outside. Looked like it was gonna grab a part of the zone, but it doesn't. So we stay at 2-2 with that foul ball. That is, oh, as the third baseman's not able to make the plays, we're running down the first baseline, and we will stay safe. Wonder what the scorekeeper will score it. And they scored as an E5, so it won't be a hit for us today. So we're still 0 for 2. But luckily we do get on base, so hopefully we can stay in contention for the win. If Lester can get a good hit here, he does. As it drops right in front of the left fielder, and he will throw it home. With 72 speed there, he will be able to make it safely. As we get a run here, so the shutout is broken up. But the Cardinals are still up 2 as they keep Thomas in, who's only throwing 53 pitches in the fourth. 2 on for Lofton as he strikes out on that four-seamer. That'll be a strikeout for Lofton as Town comes up 1 for 1. 0-2 right now with 1 out as the pitcher throws a changeup that gets taken deep in right field. We're going to tag up and see if we can make a decent throw, but it should be left, or yeah, right of the bat, or I guess left of the third baseman. As we advance to first or third base. So runners at the corners. 1 and 2 here for Cropley. No sac fly will score, so we need to hit or an error. As 1 to second base. Should be an easy play, but he throws it to second base for some reason. That'll be an error. So he could have just went to first and got an easy out as we score 1 to bring the game to 3-2. So we're here in the top of the 5th. As Baez is on deck, or up to bat. As the second baseman will make the play. That's 1. So we're going to have to pick it out here. It's going to be a close play at first. And we'll get it. And they call him safe. Oof. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that one. That's where Thomas is still up here with 2 on. If we get a hit here, we might be able to drive him out of the game. That is a good hit down the line. That should be a double as we're going to send the person home. I'll send 1 home, and I'll stay at third base, and I'll be a close double. That's sliding into the base, gets a base running aggressive double boost. So it'll be an RBI double here as we tie the game up. With only 1 away and 2 runners in scoring position, Lester has a chance, especially when he's 2 for 2 here, to do something. That'll be into shallow center field, but we're sending the third base runner. They will. Oh, that's a close play. As Lester gets a sac fly to put us up by 1.
Nice job.
As that is over the third baseman's head, we're going to hold up as we don't have the speed to really get there. Probably would have been a close play since the throw wasn't technically perfect, but it held us there at third base anyways. We were unsure as Town is up. Want to give us at least another chance. I want to make the last play at home for sure as Town gets a nice hit, but that should be a fly out, and it will be. End of the 5th. Boys get 2 here to put us back in the lead. I'm not sure if we even had a lead today until this point. Top of the 6th, count full, runner on first, 1 out. Double play to get us out of the inning. That is 1. Should be 1 at second. Should be, no, a little bit of a late throw. And that'll only be 1 out, but we do get the lead runner. And that is more important than getting the out at first. So speaking of contact swing, we could do the contact swing for a hit, but I think we're going to go only swinging pitches. No, we'll do a contact swing because I want the program stars as well. We're going to try a contact swing against Roach. We faced him yesterday. He has a 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup, 2-seam.
Check swing.
So check swing there
I think he needs to reboot
for
at the
ball
plate.
1.
That was nowhere
Able to keep it back
close.
there
I
and
can't
not
believe
cross
he
the
even gave
plane.
it a check swing.
Ooh, and that'll be a nice swing. So the contact swing will get us a hit. Just a little blooper
So
into
they get a
center
runner
field.
on with a one-out
That'll
single.
be his second hit of the day.
That's two
So we'll
straight
get that
hits
little
for
bit of a
these guys.
contact boost and
Not
get
the
those
easiest
program
thing to put an
stars to
off-speed
keep
pitch
pushing through the program.
inside, back up the middle
As
for a
Lester's
hit.
2 for 2
That
here.
shows he has
They're
the
trying to pick us off for
ability to
whatever
adjust
reason.
quickly.
We're not stealing, I
Scouts
promise you.
love to see
37 speed. We are not stealing.
Runner at first, one
Don't
away.
even worry about us. With only one away, he
Grounder
You can
to
drive
third.
something into the
And
gap, but
handles
that'll
this
be
chance to second.
a simple grounder to first.
On to first.
That'll be a bang bang double
That's the
play
inning. One hit.
into the 7th.
Strong individual
As
day
we
and
stay
a
on to
team
get the win,
You'll
3 to
take that
4.
every time. This is a
As we
game
tie
you
for the
can feel good
series.
about.
Like that little blurb. We'll go 2 for 4, a double, single, RBI. We were 6 for 24 in the series. As we're third in the Nationals with 31 hits. As we are 18 and 15, second in the Texans North League. So hopefully we can stay in contention for a playoff spot. So we're here again training. We're just going to go straight into T-drills and get that contact up a little bit. Both 34s both ways. We've been able to get our average up a little bit, 235 now instead of, I think it was at 217 to start the video. So we've improved a little bit. And so if we can just keep doing that every single series, get around to 300, 1 for 3, we'll be able to drive that up a little bit more. As we're facing Davila, he has a sinker, cutter, slider, changeup. Runs around, everything's between 80 and 90s. So hopefully that speed differential won't really screw us up too bad. As a cutter down will be ball 1. Ooh, I thought that cutter was a slider and was going to drop a little bit more in the zone. But we swing under it for strike 1. No outs here. Ooh, and that'll be a homer, a 3-run shot into deep left field. And that will be a 3-0 ball game in the first inning. Still no outs, as Davila is not faring well today. 96 off the bat, 371 feet for O'Neal's second homer of the season. Only his second, as we are almost 2 months into the season. So hopefully this will get him off to a hot streak and be able to produce more for the team. He was brought in as a power hitter. Hasn't really shown it this year yet. But that'll be a quick one as we get off to a hot start here. Great swing. Great result. As we bump up the average above 240 as they have Davila still in. They do get 2 runs back in the bottom of the first and second. So hopefully we can recreate what we just did not too long ago. And that is exactly what we wanted right there. Big swings to produce a lot of runs. Ooh, sinker has a lot of movement straight down below the knees after it looked like it was going to get in a strike zone. 0-2 here. As that one runs away as we're able to stay off of it for 1-2. That one runs inside, so 2-2 now, count even. As we're working it back here after the first 2 strikes, our first 2 calls were strikes. Ooh, as that runs below the knees. He's got a good sinker, even though it's not very fast. It does have a lot of movement. Hard to stay on it. As that one again runs down below. Count full now. Pitch number 7 of the bat, so we're working this count very, very well. Oh, can that drop in for a hit? No, the right fielder will be able to get there. Not a terrible swing. Probably should have laid off if it was probably inside. Yeah, it was inside, but with the realistic umpires, it was, a contentious call. As we're up 5-2 here as we get another 2 in the 3rd and 4th innings. I don't know why contact swing on that. I was just used to it last time. With the runner on 1st and 2nd, 2 away. If we can drive one in the gap, we might be able to get 2. Ooh, as that sinker works back its way on the outside of the plate, that'll be called strike 2. So we'll have to protect here. As we get one right up the middle, will that be through? No, the second baseman makes a good play. Ooh, and that is a close play at second base, but they get the force anyways, and that'll be the end of the top of the 4th. After that 3-run shot early in the game, we really haven't been able to produce much, but we're here in the top of the 7th. Base is empty, and we're just going to try to hit a single or better. Again, working that contact. Got to keep chipping away as we're facing Castano was a four-seamer curveball, changeup, two-seam. So you see a lot of that. Pretty basic.
On the ground to the
Oh, as we get a single through the infield, that'll be another hit today. Good timing, not great, poor contact is what they're saying, but I think that's pretty good contact anyways as we get the single or better. So we get the mission. We've done pretty well in our dynamic challenges and stuff. As Lesser's up here. 0-2, no outs.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Gets him swinging.
He swings through that one. A 92 four-seamer for the strikeout. Alexander, who's batting below 200, is up with a 1-1 count. As the manager is telling us to steal. We get a decent jump. And we do get in there for the stolen base. So we get a triple speed boost. That is our first stolen base of the career. I love to see that. Maybe he can be a speed power guy. Definitely probably not going to be a speed guy. Especially with only 34. As he gets a liner down the right field. 1-1 off the bat. And that'll score a run to put us up by 4. And that should be a close play. No, not that close. That is a double for Alexander. Great hit. Super hot off the bat. Right down the line. As we're up here again against Onishko. It was a four-seamer, slider, two-seam. All around the same speed. That is a perfect, but right to the shortstop. Oh, that is just terrible. 109 off the bat. And sometimes it just gets the best of you. And that'll be the end of the game as we take one away from the Travelers. But barely as they make a late game push to get the game back to 7-6. And we're going to jump into our last game. This will be the last one here today as we get into it against the Travelers once again. And we are facing Joyce, who has a four-seamer, curveball, changeup, two-seam. Hopefully we can get off to a hot start as we did yesterday, and that curveball is going to get the best of us as we check swing, but not a check swing for strike one. Another curveball, way outside. Ball might be a little wet, losing his grip on it. Ball up. Four-seamer at 93, too high above the zone, and ball 2. Oof, changed up a little slower than what we liked. Very early on it, swung over it to 2-2. That is another perfect hit right past the second baseman. And we're going to push it to second base. That was probably a bad decision. Terrible decision. Yeah, horrid decision. And I'll be out after we get the single. We still do get the hit, but unfortunately we don't have a runner on. We're going to try to hit a double or better against Joyce as the Travelers are up 3-0 here in the top of the 4th. Oh, when that changeup up in the zone would have been a good pitch to swing on, but we were way early on it. Another changeup, back-to-back changeup, 2 back swings, too early on it on both of them as we are 0-2. We're third changeup. It'll be down and away for ball 1. One on the hands there. Felt comfortable, or didn't feel comfortable enough to let it go, so we take a swing, foul it off. Still be 1-2.
And another ball.
Another changeup away. Looks like he's losing grip on that changeup. 2-2, count even. No runners on, no away here. Ooh, a late swing on that fastball. Luckily, we were able to at least graze it to foul it off.
2-2, here's the pitch. And there's a
ball inside, runs account full. So after a little bit of a battle here, we are full, and hopefully we can get on base. Oh, can we back it down? Contact swing? Yeah, that'll get right in front of the center fielder for another single. So after a couple bad videos, we've pulled it around here and had really hot streaks. We've improved that average probably around 30.03. So that's pretty good in 5-game span. As a Lesser will strike out looking on the fastball up and away. One out here. Looks like Alexander might draw the walk with 3-1 count to get a runner in scoring position. And it will be a walk as Joyce walks the bases to 2 people on base. As he stays in with the 3-0 lead in the top of the 4th, makes sense. And Lofton up the bat as he strikes out looking on a full count. As Joyce has that fastball working for him. 2 strikeouts is sitting alone on it. Last batter up here probably with the 0-2 count. Ooh, he stays alive with the hit, but it'll be a grounder to first base. Now in the inning, as we are not able to do any damage, 2 runners left on. We are taking the field against, as Locklear's up to the plate. One runner on, one out.
To short.
Hopefully we
Could
can
be
get a double play.
two.
It's a
Over
double
second
play
for
ball.
one.
One. We'll pick it up here for the second,
And it's a double
as we
play.
do, and that'll be a double play to end the fifth.
So they make
The runs are 3-0
and the base is
still.
empty.
Still 3-0 in the top of the sixth. Oh, we just came back from the last inning, as we're still facing Joyce, who's been throwing a lot of changeups,
Bouncer
a lot
out
of
to short.
fastballs, and we get on top of that changeup. And that'll be a ground out to shortstop.
2 up, 2 down.
Unfortunate, as we're back up here against Kriebel. Four-seamer, circle change, cutter, slider. What's that? Four-seam up to 97. Still 3-0. Runners at the corners. 2 away. We swing through that fastball for strike 1. Oh. And that circle change was something we should have done it with, but we are under it again. We need to start punishing pitchers for when they leave those breaking balls up in the zone. And that'll be the end of the game as we lose 4-0. We did get some hits, so we weren't able to really develop those in a run. Probably a lot of players left on base. So with that, that'll be the end of the video. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. If you won't mind dropping a like and leaving a subscription, that'd be super awesome. If you have any comments, leave those down below as well. I appreciate y'all tuning in today, and I'll see you all in the next one.